from 2015. Greece is a warning to Australia of what will happen if cuts to spending are not made. The extremist left-wing government of Greece has made many promises they cannot keep. The spending is so big, the debt so substantial, they cannot meet loan repayments even with international help. Expenses include welfare. Greeks have to work to make up for things that their elders took without paying. There are two paths Greece can take. The left-wing path, which involves trashing everything Greece has and prospering through poverty and misery until the debt is forgotten. The conservative path is to take ownership of the debt and pay it off through prudent cuts and hard work. Same-sex marriage is shown to be a Trojan horse by various groups keen to hurt Christian churches, suing them to perform marriages they are unwilling through conscience to commit. Also, extremist advocates are pursuing marriage for very young, or marriage for very many. Already, Australians recognize polygamy through overseas jurisdictions, and some migrants or refugees who have obtained welfare have had such unions recognized in payments. However, arrangements can be made where churches are not threatened, and those avenues can be pursued. Global warmers fail to predict cold weather. A 30-year record for cool weather has struck Sydney this winter. It continues unabated. Australia does not need an apartheid constitution, but many are advocating it, including those who would be victim to it. Changing the constitution is not meaningless, and recognizing a race is not benign by the state. The state is not an apologist of history, although it is a historical document. Australia is not owned by Aborigines, Irish, or Greeks. Australians belong to those not yet born or very young. We adults have her in trust for them. Mr. Shorten has to explain to the Royal Commission matters which have been obscured by missing material. Documents regarding the arrangements of payments for and by union members have been lost after a transfer to electronic systems. Shorten needs to explain why his union behaved as a bastard employer, cutting member benefits for apparently corruptly obtained money. The Australian Broadcasting Corporation, ABC, is out of control. She is not answerable to anyone for over $1 billion each year. She has 4 TV channels and numerous radio and internet ports, making her the largest media body in Australia, publicly paid for and with advantages smaller private media do not have. She is partisan. Her component journalists are overwhelmingly left-wing, more than a third extremist Green. The only identifiable conservative was, in fact, Green. ABC has set up an audit following her hiring a jihadist to attack the government by ambush. Ray Martin has produced the audit he was appointed to independently run, claiming his audit will be about proving balance. Proving balance is not the function of an audit. One example of a press double standard is reporting regarding Gillian Triggs. Triggs is head of the Human Rights Commission and is paid $400,000 a year. Of all the other HRC members, all are extreme left except one recently appointed, not conservative, libertarian, Wilson. Wilson's expenses were tabled recently. They are commensurate with Triggs, whose expenses had not been tabled by the media.